All right, so let's look up some videos of Joe Biden. My brother-in-law was telling me to look this up and to look at the thumbs up versus the thumbs down ratings on his videos and to read through some of the comments. And then we can kind of get an idea of what people actually think of our president. Yeah, let's just see what the first one is. What do we got for views on this? This is
This morning we learned that in
34,000.
May, our economy created 559,000 new jobs. Unemployment rate fell to 5.8%, and wages went up for American workers. That means we have now created over 2 million jobs in total since I took office. More jobs than ever been created in the first 4 months of any presidency in modern history. Triple the rate of my predecessor, 8 times the rate of President Reagan. The unemployment rate is now below 6% for the first time since the pandemic hit. The first 14 months, first time in 14 months, we saw the largest decline in the number of long-term unemployment.
Okay, let's see what the comments say. Not too hard considering your friends fired everyone. No other country killed more jobs as fast either. LOL, jobs aren't being created. You're just finally easing restrictions. See, that is absolutely true right there. Whoever that guy is that commented that, totally true. Let's see what the replies to that comment are. At least y'all are getting your restrictions eased. In Ontario, they have been saying just 8 more weeks. And then at the end of those 8 weeks, they just go, just kidding, just 8 more weeks, over and over and over. This time they just straight up said, we are ending the stay-at-home order, except we aren't changing any of the rules. You're welcome. Then Ford banged our wives and made us watch. There's another comment right under that. Trump great. I'm not allowed to take questions. I'll get in trouble. Joe Biden. Dude, look at this. It's like we've got 34,000 views on this. We have 389 upvotes and 3,400 dislikes. That's nuts. It's like, clearly I'm not a Biden supporter. I never thought when Barack Obama was president, I never really talked much trash about him. I didn't agree with most of the stuff that Barack Obama did, but Joe Biden is a retard. It's like he is just an absolute puppet that's just being manipulated by everybody other than himself. I don't think he makes his own decisions. He probably doesn't even make his own bed when he gets up. Well, not that any president does. But it's just interesting to me to see, like, when you turn on the mainstream news and you turn on the FM radio when you're driving to work or whatever, everybody talks about how Joe Biden is like this super liked guy, but as soon as you look at something like this, it's like CNBC. This isn't right leaning. Right leaning people probably don't really get on here that much, to be honest. And there's, what is that? Almost 10 times as many dislikes as likes. It's just nuts to me that people are still trying to say that people like this guy. That's just insane to me. Yeah, let's go back and see what another one of the main videos are. Let's see. CNBC. Let's see about... let's see what's on CNN. Let's just see what's on CNN right now. Okay. A little long. Let's see what they have to say about the border crisis. This was March 25th, 2021. And so with this being CNN, this is clearly catering to everybody on the left. So there's probably even less conservatives and Republicans that watch this than the CNBC or whatever that was. But on this one, still, it's 3,000 likes and 2.6 thousand dislikes. That's still a horrible. That's still a horrible ratio of likes to dislikes. Let's see what the comment is on here. According to CNN, when Biden lies, it's not a lie. It's an untrue claim. I work in immigration, and I can promise you everything Biden claimed is blatantly lying. That's interesting English. It's unreal to see this It's unreal to see this administration create this, and they are now clearly in over their heads. Even Mexico is angry with how it is all going, which that's totally true. That's totally true. My girlfriend actually lives in Mexico, and it was interesting when I first met her and started talking to her. It was interesting to me to hear how many people in Mexico supported Trump and how many people in Mexico could not stand Biden at all. I think they have different search results when they search for stuff on the internet. So a lot of the stuff that we just can't see here, a lot of the stuff that we can't see, like the stories about Hunter's drug use and stuff, was totally mainstream news down there way before we even heard about that up here in the mainstream. Let's see. This guy says, voting rights are American citizen rights. That's why you need to come into the country legally and work towards citizenship. Totally true. Totally true. My dad's side of the family is all from Mexico. And when they came here, they worked very hard, got their citizenship, and had their kids here. And it's interesting to me to see my dad being Mexican, being born here, but spending half of his time in Mexico and half of his time here in the U.S., to see how much of a patriotic guy my dad is. Let's see. Let's scroll down a little bit. We know he's trying to create an army of blue with these unregulated election plans. Yep. They need to keep up the fact-checking for all the politicians. I can say, not true all day. Maybe I should get a job as a fact-checker. It's like, I don't see... All of the comments that are like the top in here are not favorable to Joe Biden. That's funny to me. They should all be sent back. Not totally sure if I 100% agree with that, but slightly. Love that they fact check everyone the way it should be. Thumbs up. Not sure what that comment is leaning towards. They all drive on roads. Thank you, CNN. Biden-Harris cannot even secure the border. Hint, consult with the good people of the Border Patrol while they fumble the ball. China is taking a run at Taiwan and parts of the Philippines. Come on, Joe. Biden getting things done. He doesn't know where he is half the time. Our president is not mentally capable of being a dog sitter, let alone the leader of a so-called free country.
Deal as well. Daniel, let's take a listen to one of the claims President Biden made about the border.
We're sending back the vast majority of the families that are coming. We're trying to work out now with Mexico their willingness to take more of those families back. But that's what's happening. They're not getting across the border.
They're not getting across the border. A vast majority of families are being sent back. Is that true, Daniel?
Jake, that was not true in February, which is, of course, the last month for which we have a full month's data. According to official statistics, it was 41% of migrants, so not a majority, who came in February as part of family units who were...
Wow, it sounds to me like CNN isn't even sucking up to Joe Biden right now. And super interesting, I have a very close friend that works in the Border Patrol. And one of the things that he has said that they're seeing now more so than ever is abandoned kids at the border. So if you have a family, it's a lot easier for you to sneak over because they don't want to turn you away with kids. But then once they get over, they just abandon the kids. So what that's done is it's created a market for buying kids in Mexico. So the cartel and such are kidnapping kids, selling them to people that want to come to the U.S. And then they use the kids to get over, and then they abandon the kids. So that's just a whole market of human trafficking that we haven't seen until Biden's administration. So that's not exactly good, and that's not exactly encouraging to know that our so-called president is, making stuff like that a lot easier to happen. I do agree with the fact that we should make immigration easier. We should make legal immigration easier. I think what was it before? It was like it takes like 8 years to become a citizen in the U.S., even if you come here legally. That's insane to me. And I know Biden did reduce that time, which that policy I would totally agree with. I think that if you're a reasonable person, you're a good person, then you should be able to legally come here in a little less time and a little less work than that. But kidnapping people, selling them to people that are trying to cross the border, and then crossing the border and abandoning those kids, probably not the best thing. Anyways, let's see what else we can find about Biden real quick here.
Like my traveling
Let's see about
through
this.
99 counties, I and all Iowans have noticed the dramatic increase in the price of gasoline. What can you expect when this administration has shut down the XL pipeline? They've restricted drilling for oil and natural gas on public lands. And their cybersecurity regime is so weak that the Colonial Pipeline was shut down. So you need to take note of the fact that this is caused by an administration that doesn't approve of fossil fuels. So you wonder why the price of gasoline is high. It's because of bad government policy.
Woo! Well, that guy said it absolutely correctly. So, honestly, I think that's it. I'm just going to end it here. All hail Joe Biden. Greatest president in the world. Everybody loves him. Like him, subscribe.